Hello everyone, so I'm going to give you a tour of our Ridgecrest Community Garden. Come take a look at what we have. Our community garden has 10 raised beds, 9 of them which are filled with all organic soil, horse manure, chicken manure, and fertilizer. We're also going to be adding in compost very frequently to help the plants grow at their best. We planted a variety of plants to help us have a flourishing garden. Most seedlings were started by either board members or community members. We planted plants such as broccoli, cauliflower, winter squash, beans, peas, okra, beets, radish, cabbage, kale, Swiss chard, and lettuce. So grow with us as we grow this garden. This garden is for you, the community. Here we have a 4x4 greenhouse. It will store plants during the late fall season when it gets really cold, and a winter season when it gets cold. It will also help us with our starter plants for spring. So let me take you over here to our larger greenhouse. So here we have our 10 by 12 greenhouse. We have a lot of starter plants in here. We have our eucalyptus tree in here, which we're going to plant when it gets much bigger. This will be our platform for doing a lot of our education, starting a lot of our seedlings off in here during the winter, late fall season, especially spring. So our 10 by 12 greenhouse here will play a huge role in the success we have with our plants. So now let me take you over here to this area. So here we have 2 wheelbarrows. As you can see, we have 3 compost bins, which is amazing. You can see what we're doing with our compost bin. It's filled with manure, soil. We're going to be adding compost in frequently. So this is a tumbling compost bin. We have another tumbling compost bin here, and we have a 3rd tumbling compost bin here, full of soil, manure. We're going to be adding a lot of scraps in. So I can show you how it tumbles. It tumbles really good. So we do this a few times a week, and it will help mix in all of our compost material. So now we're going to come take a look at our shed. These are the handprints of many of the people who came to donate their time to volunteer throughout our process of building this community garden. So this shed, this wall is for you. Thank you all who came out to volunteer. Thank you everyone for taking this virtual tour with me. We are very excited for this community garden. We want to emphasize that this community garden was built on the resources of the community coming together as a whole. This greenhouse, the 10 by 12 greenhouse, was sponsored by the Ridgecrest Regional Hospital. The 4x4 greenhouse was donated to us. All 3 compost bins were donated to us. The raised beds were donated to us. The shed were donated. So this was a huge community effort, whether you realize it or not, to build this community garden. And we are truly grateful for the community coming together to help make this happen. Obviously, there's a lot more that needs to be done. We have a lot of things we're going to provide to the community. We're going to be expanding to our next lot, which is directly next door. So we are going to have a huge community garden that will offer free produce to the community, lots of education, lots of social activities, a positive entity here in this community. So thank you so much, and we are excited and extremely humbled to service this community.